Hi everyone, hope you're well. In today's video, we're going to talk about website downtime. What does it mean and how to check for whether or not a website is down or if it's any issues on your end. We'll also talk about what some of the causes of downtime and how to prevent them as well. So what is website downtime? Website downtime refers to a period of time when a website or web application is unavailable or it's not accessible to its users. There's a lot of reasons why this can happen, like server issues, network problems, software glitches, or even any kind of maintenance activities. When a website goes down though, users are unable to access its content or services normally, which can be really frustrating and damaging to the website's reputation and business. So website downtime can be classified really into two categories: planned downtime. So planned downtime is scheduled in advance, and it's used for things like maintenance, updates, server upgrades, things like that. And website owners typically try to minimize the impact of downtime by notifying users in advance. On the other hand, the other category is unplanned downtime, and this is unexpected and it can occur due to various factors like technical issues or network failures as well. So website owners can monitor their website's uptime and downtime using specialized tools and services, and this helps them detect and resolve any issues quickly, minimize the impact on users, and ensure the availability of and the reliability of their website. So when a website is down, and you've confirmed that there's no kind of technical faults on your end, then you can also confirm if the actual website is down using online tools, and tools like Down Detector can be used to check if a website is down. Down Detector is one of the popular ones, and it lets you check the status of various websites and services, and it has a real-time outage map and user-reported outage feature, and this allows users to report any issues that they're facing as well. To use this service, what you want to do is just go into downdetector.com, and you are just typing in the website that you want to check is down or not. You just want to paste in the URL and you just want to click on search. Or any other service that you want to check. So for example, if you go into Apple, and we can see if any of their services are down. So this is the services that they currently are monitoring, and you can just click on each of them to see which one it is. So if it's the Apple Store that you're having trouble with, you can click onto it. And you can see what the status is currently. So user reports indicate there's no current problems at Apple Store website, so you know that there's no problems here. If there are issues with whatever service that you are currently facing, it'll look something like this. So user reports indicate possible problems at Royal Mail, and then you can say specifically if you are having problems with the website part of Royal Mail tracking or something else, and it gives you a kind of overview as well on what's down and where the outages are really happening in the most reported locations. So it's a very sort of in-depth checker as well. So while Down Detector is used for different websites and also different services, there are services out there that are more simply for websites in general. So Is It Down Right Now is a very simple website that lets you check the status of a website by entering the URL, and it checks the website from different servers around the world to determine if it's up or down. The way it works is you would just go into the search part here and then just type in the URL of the website that you want to check, and you just want to click on check. It will then take the website and it'll start checking the URL, and it'll show you something like this. So it'll give you the response time, what URL that they checked, the name of the website, and the status of whether or not it's up or down, and it'll say that the ProfileTree.com is up and reachable by us as well. And if you scroll down, they should show sort of a status history, but sometimes if there's not enough data, it won't show that. But this is a more simple website, and it's specifically for website instead of just websites and services as well. So what can cause an unplanned website downtime? There are several factors that can cause it, including things like server or network issues. So this is actually one of the most common causes of unexpected website downtime. And this can be caused by hardware failures, software errors, or any kind of network outages as well. Any software issues, such as bugs, any coding errors, compatibility issues, clashing plugins, all of that can cause an unexpected website downtime. Cyber attacks like DDoS attacks, hacking attempts, and malware infections can cause unexpected website downtime and compromise website security. Any maintenance updates to the website for maybe software or hardware can sometimes cause unexpected website downtime, especially if the website is not properly prepared or tested before the updates are actually applied. Large traffic spikes or surges can sometimes cause unexpected website downtime, especially if the website is not properly optimized or if the hosting infrastructure is not properly prepared to handle high traffic loads. So based on all this, it's really important to have a comprehensive disaster recovery plan in place. You want to regularly monitor website performance and take proactive measures to optimize website software and your hosting infrastructure. Additionally, website owners should keep their software up to date, implement strong security measures, and conduct regular security audits to minimize the risk of cyber attacks as well. So how does unplanned downtime affect users? It can have a significant impact on users, and it can lead to a lot of frustration, lost productivity, even revenue loss for the business. In some of the ways that unplanned downtime can affect users, one way and the main way is that there's inability to access content or services as normal. So this prevents users from accessing the content that they need, and this can be really frustrating for users who are in the middle of an important task or transaction that they need your service or your website for. If the downtime occurs during a transaction, users can experience delays or interruptions, leading to a really poor user experience. It can also cause users to lose time, productivity, especially if they rely on the website for work or research. Frequent downtime or long periods of unplanned downtime can damage a website's reputation and credibility, and it leads to a loss of user trust. And as mentioned before, for businesses, unplanned downtime can result in the loss of sales or missed opportunities, leading to a direct impact on revenue. So, as mentioned before, to mitigate the impact of unplanned downtime on users, it's really important for website owners to have a good kind of recovery plan in place to continually monitor their website uptime and downtime, but also make sure that their hosting infrastructure is capable and optimized to handle spikes in traffic, and be able to kind of get the site back up and running as well as soon as there is a downtime, to kind of not make sure that the site isn't down for too long. Unplanned downtime also has a really negative effect on a website's SEO as well, especially if the downtime lasts for an extended period of time. The way it affects your SEO is through, one example is through lower search engine rankings. Search engines like Google and Bing consider a website's uptime as a factor in their ranking algorithms. If a website experiences frequent or extended periods of downtime, search engines may interpret this as a sign of poor quality or unreadable content, and it can result in lower search engine rankings as well. During periods of downtime, search engine crawlers may encounter crawl errors, which can negatively impact a website's search engine rankings. And this can happen if the crawler attempts to access a page that is not available or experience a timeout error while attempting to access the website. If a website experiences prolonged periods of downtime, search engines may remove it from their index, and it makes it more difficult for users to find the website through search engines. And if a website experiences frequent or extended periods of downtime, it will result in a loss of traffic, and this can negatively impact your SEO efforts. So you want to make sure that you minimize the chances of downtime as much as possible, and ensure that even if your site does go down, it's quickly restored to normal operation. Additionally, website owners can use tools like Google Search Console to monitor crawl errors and indexing issues and take corrective actions if necessary. So there are lots of steps that you can take to prevent unexpected website downtime. You want to choose a reliable hosting provider that has a reputation for reliability and uptime. You want to look for a provider that offers redundant systems and backups and has a 24/7 support team to address any kind of issues really quickly. You also want to regularly monitor website performance to track of your website's uptime, response time, and other performance metrics, and this can help you detect issues before they become any major problems. For example, if you notice that your site is receiving more and more traffic every week, then you know to contact your hosting provider, or can make sure, or at least check that your hosting infrastructure is optimized to handle large volumes of traffic. Caching can help improve website performance as well and reduce server load, and all of that can help unexpected downtime. So consider implementing caching for both static and dynamic content. A CDN can help distribute content across multiple servers and locations, again, improving your website performance and reducing that risk of downtime. And always keep your website software up to date with the latest security patches and bug fixes, and this can help prevent software-related issues that can cause unexpected downtime. You want to regularly audit your website security measures to ensure that they are up to date and effective, and this can help cyber attacks that can cause unexpected downtime. And always have a comprehensive plan that outlines how to respond to unexpected downtime, and this should include things like backup and restore procedures, as well as contact information for key personnel and service providers, and also a plan to kind of notify customers or potential customers if needed. By taking these steps, you're kind of helping prevent an unexpected website downtime and to minimize the impact of any downtime that does occur.